Hey everyone! This week was a very busy one. All the weeks are busy, but this week was super busy. I started off the week with a big community service event. This year, I am the president of the Student National Medical Association chapter for my school, and being chapter president, it took a lot of effort to plan this very big, large-scale community service event that we had. So we planned the COVID-19 relief drive for the city of Greater Bridgeport, where we packed over 700 bags with masks, gloves, hand sanitizers, food, health packets, health brochures and pamphlets, and other supplies. And we basically spent the whole day Sunday packing the bags into the van, getting them over to the site, and giving them out to the people in the community. Monday, as usual, went to my clinical site and ended the day on a student panel. So it was an MD versus DO student panel to help the MAPS chapter at UT Dallas basically get a little bit more information on what it's like being an MD medical student versus a DO medical student. Tuesday evening, I had the privilege of recording a podcast feature for the Admissions Straight Talk podcast, and that will be released in the next coming weeks, so please look out on my Instagram for that. It was a wonderful recording session, and I think I gave out some good gems. Wednesday started off with getting a free flu shot at CVS. Please speak to your doctor or your physician about getting a flu vaccine for this season. I have to get one for school because I see patients and I don't want to put any of my patients at risk for getting the flu from me, especially in this current pandemic that we're in. After my flu shot, I rushed home to conduct a student interview. My school values having a mix of faculty and student interviews, so I thoroughly enjoy interviewing incoming students and learning more about why they believe they're a good fit for my school. Thursday mornings, we have our doctor class. So for 2 hours in the morning, we practice our doctor skills and we learn new topics and we learn new techniques that we will take into our future careers. So this class allows us to practice our clinical skills. This week, it was a virtual session that allowed us to practice the art of delivering bad news. And it's a very important skill because it provides us with tools on how to have tough conversations. And one of the clinical scenarios that we practiced was telling a patient that they had a very aggressive form of brain cancer. So it was good practice to learn how to have these really tough conversations with patients. So Friday was a bit frustrating. I was unable to gain access to my virtual clinical session because I couldn't access the EMR system, the electronic medical record. It's what has all of your information as a patient. It was frustrating because I missed out on a session, but ultimately, patient confidentiality and privacy comes first, and I can make up a session anytime. Okay, so the end of the week, Saturday. I also had another opportunity to participate in a student panel. So that's 2 panels in 1 week, and this time it was for UC Davis in California. And the joy of being virtual and being in this current time period where we're using our virtual tools more often is you can speak to anyone, no matter where they are in the world, at virtually any time of the day. So I get to participate in things that I may have had to travel physically to in the past. So that's one of the upsides, I would say. So a low from this week, with it being so busy, I didn't get to go to the gym as much as I wanted to this week. When my schedule doesn't allow time for self-care, it can be very annoying and it throws off my whole week. I like sticking to my schedule, so that was definitely one of the lows this week. Okay, A highlight from this week, I was able to speak to my lovely goddaughters almost every day. They have iPads now because they go to school virtually. They live in New York City and they go to school virtually. So now that they have iPads, they call me all the time. I also have a godson, so I have 3 godkids and they are wonderful. You can see their pictures here. So it's always nice to see their little faces. And if you just enjoyed following some of my week, please be sure to like and subscribe. I'll be doing more of these over the next few months, especially before I start third year and rotations when things get really hectic.